And action.
Hey friends, it's Romano here, and we're doing another episode of Rap Reviews where we annotate and review rap lyrics for your pleasure.
I'm Chris Cross.
Hey friends, this is K-Rock.
Hey guys, it's Big Al.
Big
All right,
Alan.
dudes, we're doing a little track on Eminem's new album, Kamikaze. The song is called Greatest.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shortest song that I could find on here.
I don't think we've ever been so topical or like on the pulse of what's coming out.
Exactly. This only
Been
came
doing
out.
like a
this
lot
only
of
came out
90s rap.
13 days
Yeah.
ago.
Mm.
We are very on
We're
it.
on it.
And
We're
by the
live.
time this releases, it might be even, might be 3 weeks. Who knows?
I'm so proud of us.
Look at us go.
We're right on the money.
Yeah. So if anyone didn't know, this is a little surprise album that old Eminem just dropped a couple of weeks ago. Mainly just a diss album. He's kind of brought the character Slim Shady back from the grave,
Oh, nice.
and he's going at people.
Is
What
Dido
Eminem does best.
is Dido part of this album again?
Dido does not feature on this song,
Ah.
but Stan does get mentioned throughout the album.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Because I think Stan is often just considered Eminem's like greatest track in terms of like the lyrics and the writing and all that.
It's quite a beautiful track.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
great.
It's a
quite
bit of a,
depressing.
bit of a
and-
downer, but
Mm.
yeah, you don't want to play it at the clubs.
No.
You don't want.
No
you
one
don't-
dances to Stan.
You don't.
Yeah, I usually listen to it as I'm drinking a cup of tea, which is gone cold, and I'm wondering why.
Nice.
I'll see what you did there.
Yeah.
I got out of bed at all. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, we're not doing that song. Maybe one day.
Perhaps.
It's pretty
Yeah.
self-explanatory though. It's about just a guy
Yeah.
that just flips out
like
and
an
kills his
obsessive
wife.
fan.
It's
Yeah.
not really, not that subtle.
Anyway, let's get into it. Intro. Motherfuckers talking crazy, saying I should quit. I fucking tell him make me, bitch, eat a fucking dick. I'm feeling like the greatest. On the beat, whoever did it. Mike Will, the one who made it. I'm shady on the lyrics.
Well, yeah, he's just talking about being the greatest and that talking about all the people that dissed him when he released his last album before this one.
Telling his critics to go and choke on a cock.
A big
Yep.
fat juicy cock. I also think that this alludes to watching the Sway interview today. Rhymes
Yeah.
unintentionally. Everyone's over that the rhyme thing.
Yeah, continue.
I got you.
Okay, we're good. He does have a bit of a problem with shows even like this where people criticize his music, and we don't rap. We've never produced any music, so he kind of thinks like, why do we have to have an opinion?
But we're not criticizing him, though.
That's what I'm saying. So just no one be super critical of Eminem. We don't want to start a
But
beef.
maybe that's
very
how we'll get
sensitive,
attention, And if Eminem starts dissing us, people will start looking up our show. I think we should just go full ball assault on him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
calling him out. Call him
Yeah.
Fuck you, Eminem.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you, you douchebag.
Eat a fucking dick, Eminem.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Honestly.
Yeah, I might love you and might be one of my favorite rappers of all time, but Revival
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked, bro.
Yeah,
Get
man,
over
just
it.
like suck it up. Like you have a couple of bad releases, you have one absolute flop. You can get back on that horse and continue to do some good things. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just your career wrecker. Who knows?
Who knows? Maybe you should retire.
So have we done it? Have we pissed off Eminem now?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Cool. So we should feature in the next album.
Yeah, I feel like the amount of people that he calls out in this album must be exhausting. It must be so tiring having beef with that many people.
Oh, that lots.
Yeah.
I find it stressful when I've got like beef going with my mum or like my family members, let alone like all these people that he's talking about in this album.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got Tyler the Creator, Machine Gun Kelly, Budden from Slaughterhouse, Vince Staples, and Antwoord, to name a few.
Jesus, there's a lot of people.
He even gets stuck into like some really good modern rappers. Well, you mentioned two of them, Tyler and Vince, but like also Il Sweatshirt.
Yeah, he had his little dig at him.
And Antwoord as well.
Yeah, the ninja thing. The Vince Stable, I actually saw the interview where Vince apparently, and he just said that he didn't really like the Trump rap that he did.
That was it.
And he said like he can do better.
Oh, that's
Who,
not
like
that much
Eminem
of a
was saying.
diss.
It wasn't, it didn't seem like, Vince, he just talks a lot of shit, just joking around.
Yeah.
But old Eminem, he's getting old, he's getting a little bit, sensitive in his
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
You think that the older you got, the less sensitive you'd be. But anyway, I guess.
But these little punks, these young kids coming around saying that he's not as good as he used to be, and
Yeah.
that must hurt.
Well, it's
Must hurt his ego.
of true.
Yeah. All right, we've wasted enough time there. Let's get into it. I'm somewhat outlandish, they say. You say we're cut from the same cloth, but I guess you fabricate, eh?
Well, I mean, yeah, cut from the same fabric, you know? It means like we're similar.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Had the same upbringing, same ideals, views.
But, you know,
Eminem has always been known as like being out there and controversial. So he's self-aware that he's outlandish. That's
Yeah.
like what he's become famous of and why he's been considered one of the greatest rappers, because he doesn't have that kind of filter.
Yeah, and I think it is really him going back to his roots with the shady character, and just going full bar, full ham.
full ham.
You better bring more than the Latter-day Saints. Manic states Stephen Paddock. With automatics, stay spraying at anything that may stand in the way, as I stand at the bay window with a hand grenade and a tray 8 at the Mandolin Bay.
Tray 8, is that a type of weapon?
I'll have a quick look. I know he did use like an automatic rifle when he
I
killed.
think it might be, actually. I think it is referring to a weapon, but maybe
So-
double check that.
And the guy that he's mentioning is America's worst mass killer.
Yeah, 58 people. Yeah.
We actually held
Shot dead in cold
we
blood.
had the title until this guy came around.
Yeah, Martin Bryant.
Yeah, with Port Arthur, we were number 1.
Really?
Yeah,
How many people was
I think Martin shot like 48. I think killed.
Jeez.
Yeah,
There's a
he was-
there's a massive conspiracy behind that, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man. When you start digging into that, man, I've done it.
Chris knows all about that.
I know all about that.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe that's something for another time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, just don't push me into that.
I think people
rabbit
find
hole.
it
Yeah.
really inappropriate when you talk
Yeah.
about mass shootings. And
Yeah,
conspiracize. Yeah, I don't know.
So a tray 8 is referring to a 38 caliber bullet.
Is that like I don't know anything about guns or bullets. Is that like
I
considered
don't
large?
know how big that is, but I think it goes like pretty big. Heard of like 70 caliber and stuff. So I imagine that's like maybe like a pistol or something. I'm not sure.
No,
I don't know
it'd
much
be
about
more
it.
of
Bigger
like,
than that, isn't
it'd be
it?
more like a rifle.
So it's definitely going to
Reckon?
penetrate
Right,
skin.
cool.
But like
Yeah.
38s can be shot out of pistols as
Yeah.
well, like magnums.
Yeah, I don't know much about weaponry at all.
But anyway, getting back to the lyrics, Eminem is maybe referring to himself as in the position of this killer, which probably is a little bit distasteful, but like all of his victims are people who have beef or want to come at him with aggression, that he'll just pick them off.
He's gonna have a go at them,
Yeah.
shoot them all at once.
The whole Latter-day Saints thing. It's like he knows a bunch of people. that
Yeah,
he
they
can
they would
send
need to
out.
bring a whole bunch of people to deal with.
Yeah.
A
And Latter-day
Mormons.
Saints, they always send out, heaps of missionaries to places. So it's like
Well,
the same
yeah.
sort of thing,
I see them all the time. They're actually really nice fellas.
Yeah,
usually.
yeah, really nice. Yeah.
Are these the ones that knock on your door on a Saturday morning and try and get you to
Well, where I live, they just try to kind of hit you at the corner and just let you know
like
about.
physically hit you, like tap you on the shoulder and say,
Yeah,
hey,
just like
bro.
approach you. Hey, man, you got a bit of time? Love to tell you about this great church that we're a part of. And then you're usually like, I don't have time, man. Sorry. But they're really
Always
they're
like
not like, they never get like, oh, fuck you then. They're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's okay, buddy. Like,
Well, because they probably deal with rejection on like a minutely basis.
absolutely. But even since the Book of
Hmm.
Mormon, though, people have been a lot more understanding to them.
That's nice.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
actually,
wow.
yeah, it's risen the interest in the church.
Trey Parker bringing a bit of social cohesion.
Well, apparently they used to be Mormons, I heard.
Really?
What? Really?
Yeah. Trey Parker. Or they grew up in the Mormon church or something. Yeah.
I guess that would be like a good insight then, as to write a whole musical about it.
But I think they got obviously excommunicated. I could be completely wrong. This is what I heard, but
I
Yeah.
honestly don't know.
okay.
Chris, you say anything with confidence, we'll believe you.
Yeah, that's
Maybe not
true.
our listeners who have the access to the internet in their pockets. And
Well,
can
we've got a
fact check
researcher.
you.
Maybe Alum can check for us.
While he's
I'm on
searching, let's
Yeah.
get back into the lyrics.
Yeah.
Common sense. I'm $1 short and a day late. James Holmes on a Saturday. Batman matinee.
$1 short and a day late, meaning you're ill prepared for something. And the Batman matinee, is that referring to another mass shooting that happened in the States?
That is actually
Yeah.
James Holmes went and shot up The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was particularly shocking. Like, you shouldn't have to like be worried about getting shot going to see the new latest Batman film.
Is that the guy that dressed up as the
As the
Joker?
Joker,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, so we're referencing 2 mass shootings.
And I guess like
Starters.
Eminem's whole Slim Shady persona is quite psychotic. Like
Yeah.
these dudes are a little bit crazy.
Yeah, just a bit.
Must have missed my CAT scan that day. I just threw a Tampax at Dre, trash can, and ashtray.
Why is he throwing a tampon at Dre?
Well, to get what I've gotten from this Sway interview that he just released, I think him and Dre somewhat butted heads on Dre telling him to kind of cool it a little bit, maybe not go full Shady. And Shady, he thought that maybe Shady's kind of pushing it too far with this album.
So he's throwing a tampon at him as into like...
Yeah, I think he's kind of saying that...
you're being a pussy.
He loves Dre, but he's not taking all of his opinions on board with this album.
He's calling Dre a little bitch.
Yeah. Well, I guess Dre is a lot more of a... I don't know. He's matured a lot, I guess, over the years.
Jesus, Alan, we're going to have some beef with Dre now?
Can have beef with all the rappers now.
Yeah.
Beef with
I'm just going to
Eminem,
call
not
everyone
Dre.
out.
We don't have the budget for security as well.
And a CAT scan referring to like, is it just an X-ray or is it some kind of medical
Yeah, it's like an X-ray
scan where you get like your head checked?
It's not an X-ray. It's like they use like electromagnetic stuff to. It's used to like check inside your like. I had it for my head kind of thing when I had a head injury.
Yeah,
I had a CAT scan so they could check if I had like a concussion or something.
yeah.
So
Whereas
stuff like
Eminem, like based off the lyrics he said before, might mean that he's not quite all up there
he's
and
saying
he
he's
needs to
not
get
right in the
checked.
head, yeah.
I'm turning back to a madman. Can't take anymore, but I try to get away from the anger and rage. My basal ganglias and A to the K. Get your ass sprayed like Bidets.
Well, isn't A to the K a reference to the Cypress Hill song, A to the K?
Yeah, and then he says
Yeah.
the basal something, which is a part of the brain that I think is linked with emotion.
Ganglia, yeah, it's like your
Basal
nerves.
ganglia.
It's like I think where your nerves are like all bunched up at or something.
I think they're like responsible for controlling like a bunch of functions, including emotions.
I think that's
so
where
maybe
like the
he's saying
brain
that-
sends the signals to the ganglia, and then that sends it everywhere else.
Oh,
I
so
think.
it's like a central.
I don't know. That's like
hub.
my like high school level knowledge of the human body.
Yeah, rap
Yeah.
reviews really should not talk
Yeah.
about.
We really should. We shouldn't go down the science path. Yeah,
especially not the neuroscience path.
yeah.
Hey, that sounds pretty legit though.
Yeah.
As in,
Like it sounds like science.
You know,
Yeah.
you say it with confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is true.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're done with that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, he's basically just doesn't want to. He's trying to avoid getting into that real angry mode, but he
Yeah.
can't help himself. Breaking your legs 8 different ways, aim for the waist. You chumps don't even know how to do something to give goosebumps a day when you say that's something you won't give someone a lump in their throat.
I'm sorry, but how is aiming for the waist going to break
Yeah.
the leg in 8 places? Does he know some sort of special kung fu move that we're unaware of?
Well, I think they're just separate injuries. It's like he's going to snap your leg in,
Oh, he's going
in
to
8
aim for the
different
waist,
ways,
and then he's going to snap
move
your
up
leg.
to the
and then
waist.
he's going to shoot you in the waist, I think.
Shoot you in the waist.
Well,
Either
you
way.
typically aim a weapon, right? You don't aim a kick. Oh, I guess you do aim a kick, but
Yeah, try tell that to a kickboxer. Mate, those guys have like targeted pinpoint precision.
Yeah, man. Try saying that to a kickboxer.
yeah. Well, maybe who knows? Because no one's
You
actually
don't
had a go
aim.
at this at on Genius
I
yet.
think
You
he's
don't
having a
aim.
go at Hitmonchan.
Yeah.
Well, the Pokemon.
Yeah. that dude's whole life is fucking aiming and kicking.
Yeah, that's true. I was just talking more about real life and trying to make it work within the context of the song. But fuck me, right?
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, but no one's had a go at that at Genius, so maybe we should give it a shot. Do you
Yeah.
want to start?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We should start posting on Genius.
We should. Alan, do you want to start posting on Genius right now? No response. Okay, feeling like I'm headed for a padded cell. The bar for me when I rap isn't far, but guess that's the standard I'm held to. But if something like that doesn't tell you, you set the mark too high when a platinum cells are looked at as a failure.
So he's saying that his commercial success is still not enough to stop critics from like panning him out.
And that he's, made to look sometimes a bit crazy because he mentions the padded cell thing, which is, what you would get at like in a mental hospital, yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
your typical view where you got some nut in a, what are those things called? Straight jackets.
Straight jackets.
Bouncing around off the walls.
Yeah. And I think also, yeah, maybe the fact that he's getting all this negative criticism for albums like Revival is going to send him crazy.
Yeah.
Not being able to handle it. Or like trying to respond to everyone maybe is going to send him off the wall. I don't know.
No, definitely.
Then you better take it back to the shelter and Hamburger Helper because, damn it, I'm still the... And then the chorus comes in.
Well, no, Hamburger Helper is that really like cheap packaged meat that like El Povo people eat.
El Povo people. Great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably not exactly the most politically correct way of putting it. But I'm people with a low social, sort of socioeconomic status.
That's better. Good work, Chris.
Yeah.
People without the budget to afford such beautiful meats like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why is everyone looking at me like I'm fucking talking crazy? Like, it's
because I haven't heard the term povo being thrown around in a very long time, probably since high school.
Yeah, I actually haven't heard Povo in a while.
Oh, all right.
That's all
Cool.
right. It's back Australia, mate.
Yeah.
Also, the Shelter is a music venue in Detroit.
Oh, there you go.
Where he's from.
Yeah. That is
Just in
correct.
case anyone didn't know.
Yeah, I think most people will know.
Yeah, he's kind of like very iconically
From Detroit.
Detroitian.
Mm.
The Motor City.
Alrighty, greatest in the world, greatest in the world, greatest in the world. No lie, I might be the best ever to do it, the best ever to do it, the best ever to do it. I feel like the greatest. Woke up to some honky sounding like me. Never be as good, never be as good. Packing up wife beaters, white t-shirts, white, but I'm the greatest.
I'm sorry, but this sounds just like a real desperate attempt to validate yourself after a flop of an album that you released last year.
Is you also remember because he uses the word honky.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah, it's such a good word. But I mean, he's like referring to the fact that he's white and he's still managed to bring out like a rap album. Is he sort of? It's almost like he's saying he's representing all the white rappers or something.
Well, I think he's just replaced the N-word with this word
Oh,
as
okay.
like a reference to a Playboi Carti song that came out
Oh,
this
really?
year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super correct about that. But yeah, and also he's saying, well, he goes through it a lot in the album that just because he's white isn't the reason why he's so popular and he's stayed in the public eye for so long. It's just because he is just the greatest rapper.
Oh, so it could be a reference to the fact. Yeah. Okay. I get what you mean now.
And I guess someone that goes at the most in this album is Machine Gun Kelly, who's white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So you sold 10 million albums, eh? What? Only problem is you put out 10 million albums, eh?
Isn't that a reference to an older track? I think from one of his first albums where he mentioned something about only selling like 2 albums or something.
Yeah, actually, great line from I Just Don't Give a Fuck. You couldn't sell 2 copies if you pressed a double album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 million albums, though, that's a bit absurd. Who's got time to make 10 million albums?
I think it's an exaggeration.
Yeah.
No shit, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, well, it's just saying that people who just pumping out, maybe it's having a go at like SoundCloud rappers and stuff. Where
As in,
Yeah.
like, they're constantly just pumping out new material, even though it's not necessarily good, but they know it's pop music, so they can...
Yeah. And I guess also rappers these days go through the channels a little bit differently to when he did. Like, you don't need to rely on a studio as much
True.
and getting signed, whereas
Yeah.
you can just put all your stuff out on the internet now. I don't know.
That's true.
It's just a crack at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I saying? What was I about to say? Oh yeah, let me get this out of the way. I know that people that are pissed about the way I mispronounced the name Antwoord. Fuck, I still can't say that shit. But how quickly they forget.
Well, I guess it's just referencing his beef with the South African rap group.
Yeah, there's been a bit of a tit for tat on that. Have you
Yeah.
seen like the videos that Antwoord have released in response to that?
Of them just like impersonating Eminem, trying to like say their names, or they're
Yeah,
sarcastically,
and then
like,
deliberately saying Eminem's name wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I love Ninja.
Yeah,
He's so funny.
Yeah, I don't really think his music's that great, but he is really funny.
Yeah.
But how quickly they forgot who the fuck I was. Now Ninja tried to duck my slugs to tell your girl to get fucked by mugs. I'd like to give a shout out to Cypress. Woo, this can't be real. You diss me and I was trying to give you a shout. Now get the fuck out of my rhyme book.
Well, Muggs used to be in Cypress Hill, and he also helped Antwoord or like he was, I don't know, he like helped him with an album or he produced one of their albums. I don't know, he has some sort of involvement. And Ninja and what's her name?
Yolanda, yeah.
Yolanda, yeah. They broke up. I think they used to be married or something.
They were married, yeah.
So it's like Eminem saying like, you better watch it because Muggs is going to like, fuck your
ex-girlfriend or wife.
Yeah.
And he's trying to say that he was simply trying to help them, give them a shout out. And here they are being so sensitive about the pronunciation of their artist name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe that she's already fornicating with Muggs.
Yeah. What was the whole dodging or ducking the slugs? Also, slugs refers to bullets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's just trying to hide from it now.
Yeah.
But they did have a response, right? Straight away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Them and Machine Gun Kelly, the only people who have responded to this album so far.
Vince posted on Twitter, like it was nothing. He just basically said the lines with an exclamation mark at the end. Yeah. It's almost like he was chuffed to get featured on an Eminem album.
Yeah.
What was the Antwoord's response to it?
Well, like Kieran said,
those videos.
Oh, the video was a response to it.
Just kind of goofing off.
Yeah.
So no one else has yet to respond. No more shiners. Already too much time token rappers. I hear you talking shit. I'm just too big to respond to it. God forbid I forget. Go and jump out the window. Somebody better child-proof it, because if I lose, we can rewind to some old Ja Rule shit, and I can remind motherfuckers how I do shit.
Ja Rule.
The infamous Ja.
Ja.
Somebody get me back Ja.
Well, you mentioned something about Token, because there used to be, some Hell Low rapper that he used to sort of have a beef with for years, right? Named Token.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. An unsigned rapper, Token.
Yeah. And that's why he says that bit about... like I'm too big to even like comment on it, which is strange because he literally comments on it in the song.
Yeah,
so he kind of did what he said he wouldn't do.
Which I feel like Eminem's done that throughout his career. He's kind of kept people who would more or less no one would know about because of the beefs he's had with them.
Yeah,
he's made them more popular.
Yeah,
even like Machine Gun Kelly's new song that he released in response has had 66 million views.
Shit,
that's insane.
Well, the bit about Ja, he claims that he ruined Ja's career when I think it was 50, and his dude with the real deep husky voice, Busta Rhymes, they released that song Hail Mary, which like was jabs at Ja. I think they claimed that was the end of Ja's career, but Ja's career was already...
Yeah, I think that's already
going down the Googler. And then he realized years later, oh, fuck, I'm poor. I don't have a music career anymore. What am I going to do? I know. I'll go and set up a festival on a tropical island.
Yeah, that.
And apparently it was hell on earth when people got there.
I think they forgot to like organize toilets or something.
Yeah, clean water and toilets.
It was like marketed as this real bougie affair. Like you had to pay quite a bit of money to go to this festival, and then you rock up and you're like
trapped
sleeping
on
in
an
fucking
island.
tents. Yeah. It's like fucking what's that book, Lord of the Flies?
Yeah. They ended up getting fucked for that. Like the guy had to pay. The guy who he schemed the whole idea with had to pay back all the money. I think.
Yeah, fair enough. It's nothing short of fraud.
Didn't the other guy go to jail?
I think so. I don't know how Ja managed unscathed, but
this is why Ja really needs like shout outs from us. You know, he needs that. He needs that support behind him.
yeah. Should we start bringing in the shout out to Ja Rule?
Yeah,
everywhere?
do it for Ja.
Yeah, do it for Ja.
Also, I think it started when Ja Rule commented about Haley, which typically is when Eminem really goes off the rails. He's
a protective father. Fair enough.
Yeah, well, no one wants to hear anyone say anything about their daughters.
No, of course not.
Sons or daughters. You don't got the tools. I got my toolkit. I bullshit you not. Y'all folks just forgot that I'm so fucking awful with the thoughts, and when I'm hostile, I'm impossible to stop.
Is he just talking about? I don't know, about him just being ruthless with his rhymes and.
Yeah, and I think forgetting how good he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's
pretty
good.
much it. Yeah.
So you can call in Nostril because it's not gonna ever. I'll let up on the pedal. Might as well get the mop. Just choking through those lines. Sometimes it's really hard because how it's written and But do you guys get any of that?
It sounds like some sort of wordplay, but I don't.
Yeah.
Pedestal and a mop and I don't know. Is he just naming inanimate objects?
A wordplay on homophobes.
Oh, there you go.
it's not an it snot, hence nostril. It's like a Dr. Seuss level kind of rhyme in a way. Because I'm whipping up everyone in this genre because on the mic I feel like I'm and then the chorus goes in again.
Yeah.
So he's basically just alluding to the fact that he's the GOAT, greatest of all time.
That's it.
Well, at least he thinks so anyway. And I'm sure a lot of people out there would probably agree with him that he's definitely worthy of greatest of all time.
For sure.
Status.
He'd be in most people's, I think, top fives, I'd assume.
Yeah.
He's in mine, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like, so many artists from his time are completely irrelevant right now.
Yeah.
And, like, he's just released an album and everyone's listening to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one that was not even promoted, really.
Yeah.
Just dropped.
By the way, Alan, did you find out if Trey Parker used to be a Mormon?
I looked it up. It just said they're atheists, and it's like the Book of Mormon is like their kind of like their response to religion kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe they weren't Mormons.
Who's been giving you these facts, Chris?
I swear I read up about it because I'm pretty sure they're from Utah.
I always thought-
You've been reading that fake news.
I always thought
I gotta get
at
to
least
the
one of them
bottom of
was Jewish, though.
Nah, man. I'm pretty sure they're Mormons.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get
Anyway,
back into
yeah.
to the song. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to mention. What is that? Your one dimension. I'm a monkey wrench and I can't flunk detention. I love contentions. So welcome to the gun convention.
He likes the beef. He thrives off it. And his opponent's shallow, whereas he is deep and lyrically adept.
Yeah. And another thing that he talks about in this album is his criticism of rappers not being able to stick to a subject.
Yeah.
And I think that's a part of it. It's just all kind of just words and things, not really cohesive. Like Stan.
Like Stan.
Yeah.
Like Stan's very cohesive. Anyway, muscles flexing, got to strut like a front suspension, and you got to stay stuck the key up in the ignition. And you just stuck the,
Yeah, what?
This would be a good time to shout out to auto traders if you're ever having trouble with your ignition starting. Just pop down and see the friendly guys there.
Yeah, dudes,
No.
I think it's just more or less the same of like, everyone's talking shit, he's awesome.
Yeah.
That might be a real lazy annotation of it.
I
But,
think it's a pretty good summary.
but no one on Genius has even given it a crack.
No.
There's not much we can even research in there.
Well, unless you wanted to start getting specifics about the mechanics of cars, but
No, come on, man. Don't go that deep.
well, I can't because I don't know the slightest thing about cars.
That's true.
Oh, and maybe, yeah, because the flexing and the fronting has made him kind of revved up.
Hey, revved
Yeah,
up. Yeah,
nice.
okay. Yeah.
Thanks.
See, if we dig, just keep digging, keep
I think
chipping
if you
away.
just keep reading it over and over again,
Yeah.
and then the pressure of being recorded,
yeah.
you might
Really-
get something that kind of sounds like it
Pretty-
could be right.
pretty legit.
Say it with confidence. Yeah.
Eminem, if you're listening to the show and you haven't turned it off after the hate that we gave you at the start of the show, maybe let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can we feature in one of your next songs?
Or just
Yeah.
call us out, whatever.
I think that'd be cool. Imagine if Eminem
Yeah.
made a track about us.
These fucking gimps in a recording studio talking about me.
What would the track be called?
4 people without a
Knowledge of rap.
no, yeah.
Mummies, titty suckers in their basement talking about all things that they don't know about.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. It
Yeah.
almost rhymed. There could
Yeah,
be
it
a
almost
bar in
did.
it.
Yeah.
Next time I'll aim for the rhyme.
Chime.
I'm not gonna
No,
engage you in
we're not
that.
gonna, yeah.
And gave me enough gas to flood my engine. Yeah. So psychopath Michael Jack's blowing up like a raft. I should slap Vlad with an ISIS flag.
I know the Vlad ISIS flag refers to this guy in Europe who dressed up as an ISIS, ISIS terrorist with a ISIS flag, and walked. I don't know what the first country was, but he walked from one country into Germany. And
Yeah.
he walked across the border.
He was a Danish YouTuber.
Yeah, and he walked from some country into Germany. And he was allowed to cross the border with this ISIS flag dressed as an ISIS
And a fake
terrorist.
gun. Yeah, to show how easy it is to cross the border in Europe.
Yeah. and
Which
how-
is really scary.
So it's his way of saying, it was his way of saying how bad open borders are in Europe or whatever. Yeah.
But surely, if like ISIS is going to try to sneak into a country, they wouldn't just.
But like, where did he cross
but,
the
like,
border
I
at?
don't think you guys are understanding what borders in Europe are. There is no.
No, I
border.
understand
It's like,
borders in Europe.
yeah.
I've
It's
been
got-
to
it's
Europe
like- it's
and I've
like-
driven over those borders.
It's like it's like not
I
a.
didn't drive, but I.
He's not going through like a checkpoint with his ISIS
Yeah, there's
flag.
no
He's
one-
like simply walking down like a deserted
There's
highway.
no one
yeah.
there to like stop him to be like, hey, you shouldn't come. It's just like you're going from like.
But isn't that kind of the
But-
point?
but
though,
that
there
is the
sh-
point, yeah.
that
But
there
like-
should be.
But like the thing, they have the whole security systems the same as well. So like being in Europe is like you're in one country kind of thing.
Because the EU has
Yeah.
like that open mobility
Yeah,
of
open
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So maybe fuck that guy. Bet you I come back twice as bad, and then it goes. Revival didn't go viral.
So
So
taking-
Royce telling me to take the high road.
Sorry to interrupt you mid-rap there, but that's like a clear reference to Kendrick Lamar's Humble.
That is.
But he's also having like a little dig at himself.
Yeah, exactly. He's making fun of that. And Danan and Royce are just his rapper buddies.
Giving the boys a shout out.
Yeah, but they're also telling him to take the high road. I think not as in like to get fucked, but to be to take the actual high road. But he's saying, "Nah, dog, I'm gonna sink and get back into my roots."
Yeah.
You guys think that's good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking for approval.
Yeah.
And also Eminem just loves Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I think he sees J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar as disciples of this
Yeah.
like bygone hip hop era where like lyrics and rhythm are more important than like hooks and melodies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because in this album he says the same. Yeah, he's J. Cole. Unless you're Kendrick or Cole, you can't talk. And in the song "Control," by Kendrick's verse refers to Eminem and Andre 3000 as being he's like kind of top 5, and I think
really?
maybe Nas. So yeah, they've both shout each other out.
I wonder if that love is reciprocated. I wonder if Cole and Kendrick are sitting there being like, "Oh, dude, you're old. Stop referencing us. I don't want to be."
No, I'm
No,
sure it
because
is.
you-
I'm sure it is.
No, because actually he's actually referenced as a writer on Apple Music. He's referenced as a writer for this song, Kendrick.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's actually a lot of writers on every song, which is interesting.
But is that just writing because he's taken that hook from Humble and given
That's what
Kendrick
yeah.
credits?
I couldn't work it out. Maybe you have to just list him as a writer if you do take something like
Yeah.
that. But it's changing the words, so do you?
That is possible. Like sometimes, like in stuff like this, even in like just like movies, like someone might have just done like the smallest thing, but you still credit them. It's like he might have just given him a line, and he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Throw him in.
yeah, throw him in.
Mm.
Because on this song in particular, we have Marshall Mathers, M. Williams, Jay Miller, K. Lamar, so I'm assuming that's Kendrick, A. Hogan, Anthony Tiffin, Jay Carter, Jay Jenkins, and Steve Woods.
Jesus.
Is that just writers?
Yeah.
Steve Wood sounds like, I was going to say golfer, but that's just because,
He sounds like a
there's-
golfer.
because there's a famous Woods golfer already.
Yeah.
But did they all help Eminem write this song? Is that how it works?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Or is it just writing, or maybe they had some
But-
like help in the production?
Like
It's like what Alan said, it could
what
just be
what
one
does the
line,
credit
yeah.
say? Is it writing?
It
Or-
says written by.
Yeah. Then I imagine.
But they could
like-
also maybe written the music,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's big just because, like, as I was saying earlier, like people are getting credited for like the littlest thing as well.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Who
I could be
knows?
downplaying how much people work put on this.
You're about to piss off a whole
Yeah.
lot more people than just Eminem.
We pretty much started beef with the whole writing team as well.
Sorry, guys.
Which is interesting though, because he has a lot of goes at the ghostwriting idea, everything.
Yeah, and he's got like a features of
got-
9 writers.
Yeah, because only one song that Apple at least claims is
Yeah.
only written by Eminem in this song and in this album, and it's The Fall or Fall.
Right.
Oh.
There you go.
I checked
So
all
a
of
little
them.
bit a little bit hypocritical on Eminem's behalf.
Oh, but maybe there's the fact that he's not hiding them. He's just saying, "I am receiving
Yeah.
help."
Mm,
Did he ever used to have help writing his songs?
Probably not originally, but
don't think so.
I'm sure as they get bigger, like it must get.
Because I know, like a lot of the disses for the ghostwriting is towards like Drake, because he has
Yeah.
ghostwriters.
Well,
Yeah,
Pusha
definitely.
T called him out on that this year.
Mm.
really.
Mm.
The rap beefs are really coming back.
Yeah, I
this
like
year.
it.
It's
Bring
good.
back the biff.
You got
Yeah.
Pusher and Drake.
You got Eminem and fucking everyone under the sun.
Yeah, and Nicki Minaj and that
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Yeah.
It's all happening this year.
It is.
Great time to release rap reviews. Fuck that. I'm a finna hit back. That's not a word.
Finna, yeah. Finna means like going to. It's
Really?
slang, yeah.
Okay.
Vince Staples says it all the time in that Hell Can Wait EP.
Shit. Till I run out of gas power and split the screen. Hold the mic similar to pistol squeeze, and I shoot from the hip when I grip them things.
Metaphor for the mic being his weapon.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't want to actually engage in violence. He'll just beat everyone.
And
Rapping.
and his flow's so smooth and so quick. It's like taking out a gun and going.
Yeah, he's the John Wayne of rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got that. What's the split the scene?
Split
Like
this-
maybe is it like referring to the scene of hip hop and like kind of detracting away from the actual artistry, and people are kind of caught up with what goes on around the scene, like the who's who and kind of that. Am I digging far too deep into it?
Yeah, I
Alright.
think you are.
Yeah.
I'll have a go. Right? Till I run out of gunpowder and split the scene. I think that's like till I'm done shooting my raps and split the scene, like leave the room.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lot better than what I
Yeah.
was trying to get at.
Yeah, we're a little bit too far out of the box with that
Yeah.
one.
So I'll bring myself back in.
Trigger me and Slim gets mean. Bars are like bullets when I spit them schemes. That's why I call them motherfuckers M16s.
Well, M meaning Eminem and M16 meaning the rifle, the type of gun. So
He's
Yeah.
yeah.
talking in third person there as well, saying that Slim will get, what was the line? Something about if people like agitate him, Shady gets angry.
Your Shady comes back.
Shady comes back.
Something like that.
Referring to his angry alter ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think when I'm gone is when he kind of, like what David Bowie did with Ziggy Stardust and stuff, he retired the character.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's brought him back.
Yeah. Nice.
Just like David Bowie did with Ziggy Stardust in Black Star right before he died.
Oh, there you go.
Mm.
Oh, well,
And Major
why-
Tom brought him back.
Why has Eminem brought back Slim Shady now? Is it because
'Cause I
his
think
last
he
album was
needed-
so bad that he needed to bring back a familiar character, or
well, he
he's
probably-
so pissed off with rap at the minute and all these people dissing him that
Could
he's
mean
like,
both, man.
Yeah.
Could
¿Por
mean
qué no
both.
estás?
Probably a bit of both.
Yeah. Maybe he also just needed that shady side of him to come back out to get angry at all the kids.
Yeah.
Float like a butterfly, I'm gonna sting like a bee. You ain't harming a thing. I hit a dame as hard as I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna need to put my arm in a sling.
Well, it's obviously referring to Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali was also known as the greatest, and the song is called Greatest, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Once again,
Nice.
using the word dame. Rappers love it.
I love Dame.
It's coming back. Maybe we
Even
should
when
start
he's
using
talking
it.
about punching them in the head.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dames so far when we've analysed rap music has been about like trying to court them. This is like, yeah, just violence directed towards
I will
them.
hit you with all the power that I have. He's not pulling any punches with the women's.
No.
No.
Which is also could be like a reference to maybe like Superman and stuff, where he's like, I slap you off that bar stool.
Yeah.
You know, there's often in the old Shady does talk about beating and killing women a lot.
Mm. Yeah, he doesn't hold back from that kind of talk.
Nope. But he's always just kidding. He doesn't. I don't think he actually kills or beats women. But like a wedding band, you got to be a diamond to even climb in the ring. I'm an anomaly. I'm Muhammad Ali because I know one day I'm gonna be the
Greatest.
in
It's like
the
you've
world.
read these lyrics before they were read out to you, Chris.
Well, the whole dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee is
the
a
quote,
Muhammad
isn't it?
Ali.
Yeah, it's
That's
famous.
a quote from Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never heard that? From
I've heard it, but I didn't
Yeah.
realise that it was from Ali.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
one of his favorite famous quotes. That and the one about the turning the light off and he's still in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do it exactly like word
No,
for word,
I'm not
but
going to try.
yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. Do you want to throw some numbers at it, some BPMs?
Sure.
Well, I really like this track. It doesn't blow me away, but I'm going to give it, I don't know, like 4.15. Yeah.
You done? You want to
Yeah,
give it
no,
any,
no, I'm done. That's
Any further annotation?
No, that's it.
All right. Short and succinct. I'm going to give it 3.40.
340. Why 340?
Yeah, 340. I don't know. It seems a bit incongruent, you know? Like his lines about Antwoord like throwing slugs when really Antwoord are coming back to him, and he just kind of sounds like a bit of a jaded old man.
Oh, I love the beef though.
I love the beef as well, but like that's all it is. It's just back to back to back. It's like I miss the. It wasn't really that funny. Like Slim Shady's usually quite funny.
Yeah.
That's true. Even in this album, I didn't find anything super funny. In this song, the revival didn't go viral. I laughed at that.
That was a good little. That was a good little
I had a
reference.
chuckle, but yeah, that's fair. Alarm.
I'll give it a clean 4 Hana.
Okay.
It's an okay song. It's a good album. But it's, as Kieran said, it's nothing special. It didn't like blow me away.
Yeah, fair. I'd agree. I'd say like maybe 380. It's definitely not my favorite Eminem song, but it is still a good song. It's fun. I kind of like how he's singing the chorus again, and he has taken away a lot of the stuff that I didn't like about Revival. I don't want to hear Ed Sheeran on an Eminem song. Sorry, Em, but just get that shit out of.
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Ed Sheeran, like you hear that fucking guy enough on the radio. I don't want to have any more songs.
Girl.
You know, Ed Sheeran used to play with like a lot of grime artists when he first started.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He seems like a lovely bloke.
He is. He does seem like a lovely bloke, eh? He's always so nice.
But his music is awful. Like, except for the first album, which is pretty good.
But you see, we're in the minority thinking that his music is awful.
Yeah.
A lot of people
love
Ed
it.
Sheeran.
A lot of people love it.
Yeah, and you can love Ed Sheeran, but when it's like Bruno Mars and they play it all day at work, I don't want to then hear him in an Eminem song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much.
Too much.
You're not welcome in my headphones, just on the loudspeaker at work.
Yeah, I'd gladly have a brewski with Ed. He seems great, but I don't want to fucking listen to his music.
Oh yeah, I'd shoot the shit with him for sure. Just stay away from the guitar.
Have you heard his rap about Nando's?
No? Is it good?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Can we review it?
Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't go that long, but he does it with who's that?
Example.
Example, yeah. They rap about Nando's for like a few minutes.
Cool.
It's actually pretty good. For
Yeah, it's
something
actually
that's
pretty
just
good.
on the fly.
Yeah,
really?
They just do it on the fly. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, cheeky Nando's aside,
Yeah.
shout out to Radio Hub.
Cheers,
Shout out.
guys.
Yeah, shout out to Auto Trader.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Shout out.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Ciao.
Peace and blessings.